welcome back to my channel. My name is Megan and today I'm going to talk about 5 items that Instagram made me buy. Oh my, this is difficult because of course we all want to think that we're totally impervious to influence and manipulation and oh, marketing schemes don't work on me. The proof is around me. I apparently am quite susceptible to those kind of things. Now, there are no bags in this list, thank goodness, because those are certainly pricey things to be influenced on, but you know, I guess this depends on your definition of influenced. For me, these items, I saw them online, I saw them being sported by influencers and other Instagrammers, and I had that give me moment that I want that. So starting from least expensive to most expensive. And I don't know if I would go so far as to say any of these are regrets. This first one probably is. This is the Chanel Water Fresh Tint makeup. I saw so many people putting this thing on. It's not even out of the package, and I don't want to admit to you how long I have had this. I snatched it up because, oh, they're sold out everywhere. I came across this, I think, in Macy's, and this was after having bought 2 of them already that weren't even finished. They were maybe a third of the way in. Stinky, must you cry every time I film? Okay. I hadn't even gone halfway on the other 2. And the reason I had 2 is because neither of them really worked for my skin tone. So I was kind of mixing them and it still wasn't great. They were going really orangey. Anyway, this is the light one, even though I'm very fair, as you can see. This goes even still a little too orangey on me after it sits in there for a while. And honestly, I don't love it. Everyone's skin is so different and it looks gorgeous, I think, when you put it on correctly, but the effort it took me to do that, it's just not worth it. Honestly, the Glossier Skin Tint I think is way better. It's half the price because this is like 60 bucks. It's obscene. Ugh. For not doing very much, you have to use a ton to actually get full coverage. Everyone's skin is different, so maybe it's glorious on other people, but this was a mistake. I saw, oh gosh, Fleur used it, I saw Lydia Elise Millen use it, and they're just so beautiful. I just had that give me moment, and I immediately got my hands on it. I don't know what to do with this. You know when you do your makeup and you think, yeah, okay, you know, this doesn't look bad, but you don't feel great about it? Yeah, it's, you know, like, it's just this disconnect, right? That's how I feel when I wear this makeup. It's not bad, it's not great either, and it's definitely too expensive to not be great. But speaking of influence, I am really pleased about Hazel. You finally got me wearing red lipsticks again. You reminded me of how great they are, so I'm actually using my lipsticks even though I'm just home. So, I mean, I'm the only one appreciating it, but yeah, and I don't see anyone using these anymore. I don't see anyone talking about them, but it just seemed like for a few months, Instagram, YouTube, it was flooding my page, and yeah, I fell for it. Anyway, that's that one. Up next, quite a few linen dresses. Does anyone remember this dress? This is the Rebecca Valance. I think it's an Australian brand, actually. Oh, I love this dress. I wore this to my grandma's 90th birthday a year and a half ago. Oh, it's been that long. I don't think I wore this at all last year, but to be fair, that was 2020 and why would I have needed to wear it? So, okay, you know, giving that a pass. But I loved this dress. Totally not everyone's cup of tea, like with the sleeves and the cuffs. It's ultra girly. It is this cream colored, really structured linen dress. I think it's beautiful. Totally not for everyone. It is very girly. The only thing I actually don't love is that they have those metal hooks right here. I feel like it just doesn't fit with the dress. You know the kind of things that you'll see on corsets? Oh gosh, it reminds me of the things that used to be on the Hot Topic blouses I used to buy. Yeah. That takes me back. And maybe that's the association I have with it, because this seems so far from the clothes I used to buy at Hot Topic. So when I see these metal things, I think of those clothes. Okay, I just put it together. Yeah, that would be why. Anyway, I saw, again, Lydia Elise Millen wearing this dress, and Amelia Liana, and oh, I had to have it. At least this is my style, but it looked so beautiful on them. I had to have it, and fortunately it went on sale. Thank goodness. All of these dresses went on sale, and that's when I was able to buy them. Oh, but it was definitely an influenced purchase. Up next, speaking of the beautiful Lydia, this blue dress. Blue linen dress from Albus Lumen. I do have it on these really nice hangers from, it's called Butler's Luxury. These hangers are amazing. But this dress, I got it hemmed, so it fits me. I'm gonna have to have cutaways because there's so much dress. Actually, all of these, there's just so much dress. It doesn't look like much. It just looks like this smock holding it up, but it is backless and gorgeous. I loved this color. I saw it on Lydia and had that give me moment. I ordered it that day off Net-a-Porter and was able to get, I think I got 15% off of it. Still a really pricey dress, but I did love wearing it. I even wore it last year, just, you know, when it gets hot and we don't have air conditioning in the house, because it's pretty typical in New England. You rarely need it. We just had like a window unit in our bedroom because, you know, at night prefer to be cool. So that was nice, but I haven't worn it nearly enough to justify the cost, and I am definitely taking a step back from linen dresses, especially these pretty over the top. Speaking of over the top, what brand does over the top dresses so well? Linen dresses. Yeah, there's a lot of like Australian brands represented here. Good job, Australia. Zimmermann. Zimmermann, oh gosh. With the belt, with the sleeves, with the enormous skirt. Oh my gosh, this dress. Now, I didn't jump on this immediately like the other ones, but this was absolutely an Instagram made me buy a dress. It's so, I love it. It's beautiful, but it's a little over the top. You definitely have to be in a certain kind of mood to wear it. I think it feels a little bit like a costume, and I don't mean that in a bad way. Zimmermann pieces are gorgeous, and I definitely have some simple ones. It feels lovely. I did get this on sale because I couldn't justify paying full price for any Zimmermann piece. They're just really expensive in the States, so it's gorgeous. With the neck and the buttons and the pattern, it's just a whole lot of dress, and it definitely requires either a whole lot of confidence or the right occasion, and I haven't always been able to find either of those things. I guess last year, I don't know if I'm explaining this right, but basically I haven't worn this. And regardless, I mean, even though I was able to get it on sale, price per wear, that's pretty darn bad. At least I've worn the other two. This one I haven't even worn. I did get it last year. I did get it, you know, with all the sales that came out around lockdown. Ordered it, loved the feel of it because it feels expensive. I mean, it better, right? It's gorgeous, but I have no idea when I'm actually going to wear this, and I really hope I don't end up regretting it. I hope I don't end up selling it because it fits like a glove, which means there's really no room for the pandemic weight that I've been going up and down with. Anyway, this gorgeous dress, I don't think I ever would have bought any Zimmermann dresses if it weren't for Instagram. While these are lovely, at least they suit my style. That is the least I can say. Okay, for the final purchase. Again, this all depends on like what you think about when it comes to being influenced, because I debated whether or not to put my Chanel bag in this list. And maybe I was to some degree, but I almost don't even want to give Instagram credit for making me buy that. That seems almost like a disservice to Chanel, if that makes sense. It almost seems disrespectful, but okay, something I will give Instagram credit for. My Hangisis. Yes, I fell in love with these along with everybody else when I watched Sex and the City in the movie theaters with my sister. Oh, it was a beautiful shoe. However, I didn't have that gimme moment until I became more active on Instagram and saw them everywhere, and people would have, oh, their beautiful Hangisis all lined up, and it's almost like Instagram gave me permission to buy it. Like with all these things, I mean, as much as I hate to admit this, I don't think I ever would have spent hundreds of dollars on a dress if it weren't for Instagram. Prior to using Instagram, I would definitely love finding gorgeous thrifted dresses that originally costed that much. I already loved that quality, those materials, but it's like Instagram gave me permission to spend that much money on them, because no one in my family, like no, growing up, my parents didn't spend that kind of money on clothes. They definitely couldn't. And that wasn't normal with any of my friends, anyone that I grew up around. So seeing it on Instagram, it was like, oh, people do this. Oh, if I have the extra money, I'm allowed to do this too. Oh, and yeah, maybe that, I don't, tell me if that makes any sense to you or if I'm just rambling totally alone here. But I don't think I ever would have bought the Hankisis, even though I was very much aware of them because of Sex and the City. I didn't have that gimme moment until Instagram. And they are beautiful. I absolutely love them. I haven't had a chance to wear these ones yet, but I haven't worn my bronze colored ones. I do prefer the sparkly fabric because I feel like it's a little bit more resistant to wear and tear, and also just showing wear and tear even when it does eventually get dirty. I feel like the sparkly fabric will really hide it. So okay, those were my influenced purchases. Those were the Instagram definitely had a hand in getting me to buy these things. Actually, you know, I think it is really important to think about all the ways that we're heavily influenced, and in some cases, I mean, this is kind of a dirty word, but a little bit manipulated by marketing schemes. I have been listening to on Audible, I think it's called Mindful Eating. Is that what it's called? You know, I haven't listened to it in a couple days. Mindless Eating. Yeah, so that was recommended by a YouTuber, and normally I'm not really into those self-help type books. Said everyone before they started talking about a self-help book. I actually really enjoy this because it's not about eat this, don't eat that. It's more about the legitimate research going into why we behave the way we do, why certain like food campaigns work on us, certain just behavioral techniques. It's like, you don't actually have as much control as you think you do. So this is how you can work around that, like actually going into the studies. So I think that's actually really interesting if anyone is looking for some audible recommendations. It's just something really light and easy to throw on like when I'm cleaning the house and stuff. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. This was my, gosh, I do love all these things, at least. Thank goodness for that. I don't regret them. I certainly hope I don't end up regretting that Zimmermann purchase, but I would love to know what was something that Instagram or YouTube influenced you to buy. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye!